Hey guys, I'm back. This video is going to actually be just really short. I am just coming to you guys for a few minutes because I wanted to just give a little bit of a follow-up from my last visit until now. I went to the doctor on Monday the 4th. I had a biopsy done. I have not gotten the test results back of that biopsy yet. The biopsy was just to be double sure that there was no cancer cells anywhere. Just before they operate, they'd like to know that information. Even though I haven't gotten those test results back. Y'all see that natural highlight? Yeah, y'all see that? That sun got that girl with a natural highlight. Yes. That is not Fenty Beauty. That is Jesus glow. You see that? Yes. Okay, anyways, sorry. I like when the sun is out. What was I saying? See what happens when you get off track? The biopsy was done. She did it to make sure. Oh, they gave me a surgery date of March 1st. So I will be having a pre-op appointment to talk about anything that I want to go over before the actual surgery. Kind of just a follow-up from, for the test results for the biopsy. And we will figure out what we need to do at that point as far as questions go. I wanted to talk a little bit about the word transparency. Social media makes things very transparent nowadays, but the only difference is a lot of it is negative energy. It is negative attention. And so what happens when you have that kind of transparency is it doesn't come across right. And that's not for everything. So don't let what I'm saying turn into like a debate. It's not everything for, it's not every situation. However, it does happen a lot. For the longest time growing up, I was not allowed to tell any business from my house whatsoever. You just did not share any of your household business. I don't care what it was. You didn't tell. You got a new car, you don't tell. You get a new job. Even though they could see you pull up a new car and they could ask, did you get a new car? You better not say you had a new car. It was just something you weren't allowed to share. I wasn't allowed to share growing up, so I didn't. As I've gotten older, I have kept a lot of things inside. And keeping those things inside have caused me so much emotional stress and I don't want to say anger, but maybe anger to a fault or to a point, because I have things that I need to release. And the only way to do that would have been, for a while I was a single mom and I had 2 kids. I went through a divorce, and when my children would go to sleep, I would just cry and cry and cry because that was the only time I could release all of that energy. And sometimes it would be harder to stay focused on not crying in front of them while they were awake than to just release it at that moment and be done with it. And so there came a point in my life, I want to say around 2012-ish, 2011, 2012, where I just decided I'm sharing. I'm an open book from here on out. I don't have anything to hide. I don't want to hide anything. I don't want to be quiet about anything. I don't want to live my life in a bottle or in a bubble just because maybe it's not socially acceptable, or maybe because people are going to look at you crazy, or maybe because people are going to know your business for fear of talking about you. People are going to talk no matter what. If you don't talk and you're walking around trying to, not say anything, people are still going to have their opinions one way or the other, what you say or what you don't say. So it doesn't make any sense, regardless, to just be quiet if that being quiet means that it's making you more stressed or it's making you more upset, or if it doesn't mean you don't get those emotions out. That just doesn't make any sense. So my message is, if you have a story and you feel like you want to share it with someone, whether it's just one person or two people or the world, do it, because keeping it in doesn't get you anywhere. And for those people who don't want to share, I'm not talking bad about you at all. I'm just saying that I feel that if you have something that you want to talk about it, because people are going to have something to say no matter what. I got a Facebook message today from a really good friend, and it brought me to tears because it made me feel good to know that what I'm going through, I was able to express. She basically felt that she wanted to be able to do the same thing. And while she's not at the point that I'm at, where she's able to actually share her story completely, I made it more possible for her to get on the level where she is thinking about talking about her health and her situations as well. And I will say that I am a sucker, so to speak, for information. I love when people to tell me their stories and where they came from and where they're going and what they're doing, because I feel like I am a naturally curious person. I watch a lot of 600-pound people and intervention and hoarders, and I like these shows because I just want to know what made a person get to that point. My husband calls me nosy, and I'll take that if that's what that means, but really it's just me being curious, because I'm so empathetic, I guess, maybe to a point, to those people who are living their life with some kind of struggle, but you never know, or maybe you do know, but I want to know why or how, because we all go through something from childhood on up to adulthood. We've all been through some kind of struggle or some kind of emotional trauma that we're trying to live every day. And some people turn to drugs, and some people turn to food, and some people turn to sex, and some people turn to social media. Either way, whatever it is that you've been through, be transparent in that, because being transparent means that people know you a little bit more. Maybe there is a little less judgment. Maybe there isn't. Maybe you don't care if people judge you. I mean, me for one, I'm on the fence about judgment. Sometimes I care and sometimes I don't. It depends on what it is, and I guess what I know about the situation. A lot of people like to say, I don't care if people like me or don't like me. I think those statements are number one statements people say when they care. Because if you don't care, you don't say, right? So, anyways, I really just hopped on to give you an update and let you know that I am waiting back test results for my biopsy. My surgery is on March 1st. I may or may not vlog again before my surgery comes, if I could get my husband to do it for me while on my surgery day, so that I'm keeping a running tab of what's going on and what I've been through. I will. Just know when you see me and I look a hot ass mess, just know that this girl is going through something, and that, you know, I'm dealing with it. But I will definitely try to keep you in the know. And for those people who have a story that they want to share, please share it. I will, if nobody else listens or if nobody else watches, I'll be the first one on your channel watching and listening and trying to figure out and understand. And, you know, if I can help, I'll help. But your story is important, and you definitely should be transparent in that story. So, well, I hope everyone has a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you soon. See you later.